a little bit of trouble. He's going to escape, and wow, in the middle of all of that, Blaze comes out ahead.
Yeah, but will they get the tower for it? Because
they may.
It's going to be worth it if they can get the tower, because you need to force a siege composition into a long lane so you have a way to get behind them, and they will do it. So OMG loses a couple right there, and that, wow, look at that. A lot of minions there pushing onto the lane. They do send going to go clean it up. Ambition still healing himself, still chucking spears in that mid lane. So in this situation, I mean, it's great for Ambition to pick up a kill right there, and Flame putting pressure on the bot turret. They may not be able to answer this. Well, it looks like they will be there just in time, but it is going to get low.
Yeah, they're going to try. Flame doing everything he can, focusing on the damage on that turret, and that's going to make two tier 2 turrets that are quite low for OMG. Now the mid lane under pressure. That 4-1 starting a little bit, even without Emperor there. OMG may have lost a lot of control in this game here.
Yeah, definitely not worth it now. When everything was said and done, when the people who are low in HP had to go back to base, Blaze just able to rotate very efficiently to get objectives. They are going to try and push this out. Look at this. They're waiting for the blue buff spawn. They've got that timer. Yeah,
they've got the timer on it, like you said. And Flame nearly able to just solo that turret.
Look at this. They're sending 3 people down, but this is exactly what Blaze wants. They want to draw all these people into the lane. They want to shove the wave up. There's the True Shot Barrage going down. They're checking Baron.
Huh. Well, that would be... They must think they're playing against the KT Bullets or something, I guess. I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah. Nope, it starts with B, but it's Blaze. Blaze. Not Bullets. Blaze.
Okay. Well, Dragon's back up again. Crowstorm is down, so this is a good time to go ahead and try and take this.
Yeah.
But they need to get some more pressure in the lanes, and they don't have everybody there, so it will be a little bit of a delay. However, OMG has a window here.
The Dragon is a little bit of an option, too. We'll see.
Yeah.
Lustboy activates the Dragon, but that Dragon hates wards more than anything.
I don't think OMG is used to playing against what CJ Blaze is doing.
I agree, yeah. They look really like they just don't know what to do. I think they want to fight here, though. Can they get the Dragon? Here we go. Nope, Dragon does get taken by Daydream. Really hard to steal objectives from a Nunu. And no fight. OMG looking a little bit worried here.
Yeah, that's a refresh on the blue buff from Ambition, too. And this is exactly what he needs right now, just to continue to spam spears.
Yeah.
Now, Blaze looking pretty solid. A couple early errors, and their lane performance wasn't that impressive, but their decision-making and rotations have been substantially superior since then.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just typical CJ LoL team. I mean, they may be a little bit down in the early game, but they will always come back with good decision-making later on.
Well, and this is what I was concerned about. In that mid lane all-in, I was very concerned about OMG's ability to engage based on the disengage potential from absolute zero in the box, and that's exactly what we saw. Ambition was able to pick up 2 kills while they kited, and it's not really going to get better because they need a flash. They need a flash crescendo, and Flame is just free pushing here while Blaze takes all of OMG's buffs.
If you look at Loveland's life right now, it's a little bit higher now, but he lost 2/3 of it easily from an
He still has no combat stats. He has no combat stats.
I mean, that's
I don't really see OMG able to pull this game out at this point. Their early game was strong, but it wasn't strong enough to get the kind of advantage they needed.
Yeah, CJ Blaze doing a ton of damage to that tier 2 bot turret already as well. And I mean, right now, Fiddlesticks is basically just like a flash spear bot. You really can't even get a lot with Crowstorm done because he'll die so fast.
He's going to get melted.
Tough position for OMG to be in.
And if you compare that to Daydream, look how tanky he is right now, too.
Yeah.
So it'll be really tough.
Golem plus Ruby Crystal. Fans, though, not giving up on their home team.
And getting a big cheer from the crowd. There's Ambition.
Yep, that's right. No hairstylist today, though. So we get to see CJ Blaze with their natural hair habitat. Us as well.
Yeah, us as well.
Yeah. Although you don't have a whole lot of hairstyle. Pretty short.
So the Negatron Cloak coming out now, so he's going to be moving into an Abyssal Scepter, I guess just to help out Cool, so that if he can get that Shockwave off before Fiddlesticks dies, at least he'll have a little bit of extra magic penetration there.
Yeah. True enough. And some question marks going down around Baron.
Yeah, Flame's caught up in CS right now, though. You can see the Blade of the Ruined King done. The Static Shiv will be close to follow.
Yeah, got that Zeal for now.
Yeah, this is not good. He's also about 1,000 gold up on his opponent as well.
Yep. Flame finds a way. And he's going to find Going in the jungle. Who decides to turn around. Well, we'll see.
We saw Flame playing this Tryndamere against Dark Passage earlier in this tournament, and it was very dominant, and it actually prompted a ban out of Dark Passage in the next game.
Yeah, well, Flame takes the Golem. Oh, actually, I think Go Going got that in the end. And will they do Baron? They do have vision control until right now. Sika tossing that ward into River. Ambition is not there. There's the flash crescendo. Where's the follow? Plus Boy very low. Activates the box. There's the cross over the wall. Emperor gets feared right into it. This could be bad for Blaze. Oh, man! Emperor gets taken out. Lustboy barely escaping with his life.
Yeah, good pick right there. Name will pick it up with the Mystic shot.
Name will chase you down. What he does on Ezreal, it's what pretty much everybody does on Ezreal, but Name particularly good.
Yeah, that was a great fear, too, coming in. Now, they
really
used a lot to get that off, right? I mean, we saw 2 flashes go down, and that's the only engage they're going to get. So they need to take some sort of objective off of this, otherwise they're not really going to be... That wasn't an effective use of their summoners.
Yeah, well, they nearly lost that 2-2 mid-turn for it.
Here we go, rotation.
Bottom. Going in a bit of trouble here. He has to slice and dice out of there. Spear misses. There's a Dominus pop. They slow him a little bit with the Nunu out. He's going to escape, but this is probably going to end up costing him another objective at some point, or not.
Name is there. Daydream might be dead.
Yeah, that's right. Sika takes the turret up in top lane. Now flash over the wall from Nunu. Daydream in a lot of trouble. Ignite goes down. And Name coming in for yet another kill. Spear. Can they do it? Daydream. Nice block for the Mystic shot. True shot for us. Not enough, but Go Going gets the kill in the end.
I don't even know if you could hear us over the insanity of this crowd.
This crowd, I love it. This is great.
All right, and now the OMG chants are starting. OMG has closed the gold gap right now with that series of kills.
They have.
Aggressive picks, and this is what we've come to expect from China. They will throw a lot of summoners, a lot of ultimates to kill 1 or 2 people, and they've translated. Yeah, Gang Squad activated, and they've translated that into even more kills as Blaze tried to take some towers, but it just didn't work. OMG was too fast on the rotation.
Yeah, Blaze still with a minute gold lead here, but the towers are even up, and I mean, This is why all week long we've been saying, we're kind of hoping for the OMG Blaze finals because we knew it would be so good. Yeah. This match, even in game 1, is not disappointed. About a minute until Dragon comes up again. And Blaze has been pretty good at taking it all game long. And this is another occasion where they could really use it.
Okay, well, Emperor just finished his last Whisper, so he's in a good position. He's got a nice power spike right now for this Dragon fight, should they choose to go forward. However, OMG preemptively clearing the wards around the Dragon pit. CJ Blaze needs to get that blue buff onto Ambition. But again, we're in a similar situation for Blaze. They have to make a pick. They have to get some poke down before they can actually go into this team fight, because OMG has a lot of power in a 5v5.
Well, OMG in the jungle where there are wards, but I mean, with the jungle engage that they have, they can pretty much walk wherever they want. Loveland taking a lot of damage. There's the culling just to clear minions off of turrets. That counter siege from CJ Blaze, those spears doing so much.
Yeah, Flash still not up on either Fiddlesticks or Sona, so there's no really way for them to stop this poke from coming in. But they're going to try for the Dragon anyway, it appears.
Well, I mean, CJ Blaze a bit split up right now. They should be able to take it quickly enough. OMG has this one secured. Blaze may just push down the middle, and you know what? Top turret looking a little bit vulnerable as well. They're going to give this one up, but they may pay for it.
Yeah, they're looking to make something out of this. That top turret may just be taken down by minions. They may also try and make a pick on the rotation.
Yeah, Flame coming in as well, just in case they need him there for the team fight.
Oh, they got found out.
That's right. They need to protect this Baron right now.
Uh-oh, Name a little bit in the back, but...
Yeah, a little bit of damage onto him. Has to use that Arcane Shift. Spear ends up hitting Cool in the back.
Cool getting quite low.
Yeah.
So they're still trying to create a pick here. They need to use this vision advantage. Throwing spears out. They're making it look like Ambition is zoning out right there. Loveland on the side. And he picks him off!
2-shot. Wow, Cool's got to be careful. That's going to be him next.
Yeah, Cool could be one-shot.
Shockwave wasted his Ambition. Dashes on that one, and meanwhile they catch Go Going in the top lane. Has to use that Dominus, has to try to get away. Can he do it? Just out of range. Getting cold. There's the flash with the kill for Emperor, and they're going to get this tier 2 tower as well.
Yeah, but OMG pushing hard up the mid lane. Ambition trying. There's the fear,
and
the Crow Storm.
Crow Storm, Ambition in big trouble. Flashes out. Is he going to make it? He is. Name could follow. True Shot Barrage now working out the barrier, saving Ambition's life, but it's going to be a Baron for CJ Blaze.
Now the Crow Storm is down. Now they used it to try and take Ambition, so there's not a good way for them to engage. And this Baron getting precariously low. Mystic shots being thrown into the pit.
No Shockwave, not a lot of ults right now for OMG. They're going to get the Baron, and Blaze swinging around. They catch Loveland with Thresh. Flash Crescendo does nothing, and Blaze is looking really strong now.
Cool is
goodbye, Cool.
Done for.
Or is he? He is. Never mind, he is. Oh, actually, no, they decided to kill Name first,
Name decided to jump in front of the Cougar Claws to save his buddy Cool.
What a loyal friend. Props to Name, giving his life for his teammate. Yep. Oh, man, this game. Blaze with that Baron now. That it may be tough for OMG to stop them at this point.
Yeah, I mean, certainly. The lead has now been blown wide open in favor of Blaze there again. Thanks to their vision control around the Baron, they were able to make that pick, and Ambition landing a very critical spear onto Sika.
You know, and it's really a lot to do with that Nunu as well. I mean, Nunu just gives you this huge Baron potential. You can take those riskier Barons because you've got such a burst at the end to finish it off. And yeah, Nunu really becoming a power pick in Korea and worldwide too. Yeah,
Flame just continuing to farm up right here. We can see he's about 1,200 gold up on his lane opponent. So the problems are really just compounding right now for OMG. They don't have a good way to stop this Tryndamere. Tryndamere going to be able to push so quickly with Blade and Static Shiv.
Probably going to send him top lane. We'll see. They may clear it out first. OMG trying to push up that bottom lane and take whatever they can from their jungle while they can. They know the siege is going to be coming, so smart to get whatever they can at the moment.
And look at this. Blaze just making sure they have absolute vision control right now.
Yeah.
With this Baron buff, they're moving through, checking for wards. They want to continue to create picks.
Yep. And Ambition pushing up that top lane for now.
And here we go. Pink ward down in the tri-brush for Tryndamere. Doesn't see anything there, so Flame able just to keep putting pressure on that tier 2 bottom turret.
Yep. Just push OMG after that death sentence doesn't hit.
No, but with their sustain coming out of Baron buff, coming out of Nidalee, they're feeling pretty comfortable in terms of their position. They've got thorough wards in the jungle, so there's not going to be a surprise flank right there. Cool gets hit.
Nice. Threading the needle there with that arrow, or spear, which are essentially big arrows, so I'm kind of half right. Right, please. Oh, cool. Well, a bit of a break.
Oh, my. Ambition now has his Void Staff completed.
Yeah, he's going to be nearly one-shotting Sona at this point.
Yeah, it's finally, though, however, Renekton Go-Going will complete his Spectral Cowl. He finally gets a little magic resist right there. He went Sunfire into Thornmail. Oh, there were two people right there. Yeah, he pings them right there. He knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
Will back off. Warding not too good on the lower side of the map right now for CJ Blaze. So
yeah, could be a bit better.
Yeah, Flame has to play cautiously as a result of that.
Yeah, he'll probably put down another ward as well. They've got a bit. Oh, man. Lovely. So much damage. There's the culling. The two-shot barrage comes through. Doesn't steal the Baron, of course. And now CJ Blaze, they're an inferno. No more displays.
Yep. All right, so everybody recalling, getting prepared for that final push. Let's take a look at that team fight again.
Let's take a look at Loveland. Down Daydream just fine in there. I thought it was a surrender for a second. I think they're gonna, well, more or less a surrender. Everybody done. There it is a surrender. And CJ Blaze takes a convincing game 1 after a close early game. Well, it was all Blaze.
It was a close early game, but it really showed the flaws, I think, in OMG's compositional strategy against Blaze, because even though they kept it close early, it became Redeem Our Honor from China.
Yes, so. Well, speaking of China, there's Team OMG. And what are they going to do in game number 2 to try to stop this CJ Blaze team? And I mean, this is really the best China has to offer. This is the super team. They were made to win this tournament. Can they do it, though? And Go-Going not looking
he looks a little bit frustrated.
Yeah. Like, well, Shyvana is banned. What do you want me to do?
Well, they've got to figure out some bans because there's a lot of very interesting conundrums that present themselves. Nidalee, Tryndamere. How do you deal with this? Because they took out Jax, but we saw this earlier. When you ban Tryndamere, like Dark Passage did, Flame just plays Jax and he still split pushes.
Exactly. Players what to do.
All right, everybody's ready. Game 2 is imminent.
I'm ready. I'm so ready. Are you ready?
I couldn't be more ready. I really hope this goes to a Game 3, though.
Well, here we go. We're going to Game 2 at least. Picks and bans right now. CJ Blaze versus OMG here at the WCG Grand Finals. Lee Sin, the first ban coming out of CJ Blaze.
Yeah, not going to be a priority for them for first pick, and they know how strong Loveland is on the Nunu, so they're trying to shut down Loveland again. Loveland, he ran Nunu against WE.
Makes sense. Despondency on the face of OMG. They really wanted that Nunu.
Well, the question is, what does Loveland play?
Well,
is he going to go over the Fiddlesticks again? The Fiddlesticks, I think, was very unsuccessful last game.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a reason why we don't see it in Korea. I mean, Fiddlesticks is almost like, he's almost like Lee Sin to the extreme, and that you really need to play her.
I mean, basically what OMG is doing is creating the ultimate pick comp right now.
Yeah.
With Fiddlesticks Fear, with Thresh's Hook, and with Twisted Fate porting to lanes.